And action. What's up, Honors World Literature? It is me, Coach. Did you like that? That was like an official, uh, one take. That's me, one take. Going with it, no matter what happens. Today we're talking about chapters 24 and 25, maybe 25. I haven't decided yet. What I want to do is talk about chapter 24 and then, if we have time, talk about chapter 25. But yesterday's video went like 12 and a half minutes, even after I promised you I wouldn't go over 10 minutes. But man, yesterday couldn't help it. The chapter was too long. It's a lot of good stuff in yesterday's chapter. Good stuff today too. Chapter 24, we are, the Mujahideen has split and splintered off into the Pashtuns and the Tajiks, but also a couple of different groups within that. These little warlords have split up all over the city. And so the whistling that starts out in chapter 24 is what Lila refers to as the whistling of bombs. That kind of stuff. You like that? So now, here's the thing. This is something you guys need to understand. The war that's been going on here in Afghanistan has now arrived to the city. A lot of what was going on with the communists and the Soviets and fighting out in the outskirts of Afghanistan, that stuff was all going out in the countryside, and they thought it was bad then. They thought times were hard then out in the countryside, and now all of these bombs and rockets and guns and things like that are being fired and shut off, and the wars are being fought in the streets of Kabul. There's bodies in houses where people have either died because of gunfire or rocket fire or whatever, or because soldiers have been allowed to kind of run amok. 3 burned bodies in a house, and all three of them were women that had been raped. Tanks, Masood's army. You got soldiers there sitting on top of their tanks as Lila and Tariq are walking around the city, and they don't get to walk around very often. In fact, Lila is now homeschooled. That comes up in a minute. She's now homeschooled because a lot of kids have stopped going to school because of a fear of what's going on outside. So she doesn't even walk her normal route back from school anymore. If you're Hakeem, if you're Bobby here, it's time to go. It's time to go. And I think you guys know that, and I think that it's obvious, and I think that's how we're supposed to feel about this chapter is, man, okay, they gotta go. People are leaving town every day, empty houses, because there's war being fought outside. Fariba, when Hakeem approaches Memi with this idea, Fariba says, take your daughter and run away. Peace is coming. She's going to stay. Number one, she's going to stay. She refuses to leave. Let's start with that. Number 2, did you check out the way she put that? Take your daughter and run away. Fariba had already done a pretty good job of alienating Lila. And they had a little bit of a reunion in yesterday's chapter, but man, it's just not a healthy relationship. And here's the thing, Hakeem isn't going to run away. Hakeem is going to stay with his wife. Towards the end of chapter 24 is Giti, the friend who's in love with the goalkeeper, the 18-year-old goalkeeper that goes to her brother's school, and he's going to ask for my hand in marriage, and we're going to get married, and we're going to leave this country, and we're going to run away forever. Well, Giti is walking home with her 2 classmates. Again, that's intentional, by the way. Go back and look at that. It's 2 classmates, just like Lila and Hasina and Giti were at the beginning of this section. Once again, it's Giti walking home with 2 classmates, and a wayward rocket fires their way, and Giti is killed. Not only is she killed, I think it was described as the mother was having to walk around and scoop up pieces of her daughter. And Lila weeps here. Really, for the first time, Lila really cries. Didn't cry when her brothers died. Cries here. And that's how the chapter, I mean, it's just it's bad now because it's war all the time, and that's bad in and of itself. But and now it's also your friends are being affected, and GT is you know, call it accidental, but GT is murdered here at the end of this chapter, and that is a tough pill to swallow for Lila. We're at 5 minutes. We can do one more chapter. Let's look at chapter 25 real quick. Not a ton here, but chapter 25, Tariq and his family. Tariq is there, and he is going to be telling Lila that he and his family are leaving Afghanistan. They're leaving Kabul. They're leaving Afghanistan, and they're actually going to Pakistan. When are you leaving? And Tariq says, we're leaving in a few days. Oh, this is doubly bad because not only is it Tariq is leaving, but Tariq is leaving in a couple of days. Meaning Tariq has known about this and didn't want to tell Lila because he didn't want to upset her. Everyone was leaving. Everyone was leaving here. Tariq is leaving. Tariq is now leaving too. So they get in an argument about that. And I don't want to get into the minutia of chapter 25 for those of you that have read it. Hopefully, at this point, you guys have read it. But let's just say that, gosh, how do I put that? Lila and Tariq join together in a passionate way, and something they didn't plan. But something that emotions are running high, and it just happens. And if you don't know what I mean, then you can go and read it for yourself. It's awkward. Seems awkward, is awkward. It's awkward for me to talk about with you, but it's also awkward in the book. And so it's all richly awkward. Anyway, after they connect, Tariq asks Lila to leave with him. Come with me. I'll ask for your hand in marriage. Hakeem will say yes, and he would. Come with me. I'll ask for your hand in marriage. You could stay with us in Pakistan. You could travel with my family. Please, 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 please. Begs Lila here. And Lila says, it's my father. I can't leave. I'm all he has left. And she's right. Father is not staying. The father is staying for his wife. Okay, but the only reason he's doing that is because he feels obligation. But we know as far as, you almost wish that Hakeem would leave and just take Lila and that's it. But no, Hakeem is going to stay. And as long as Dad is staying, Lila can't leave him. And man, she closes the door on Tariq here as Tariq is standing at the front door. And closes the door on Tariq, and the door is closed on that. So Tariq is gone. In chapter 26, this next chapter, Tariq has left, and we'll get into more of that tomorrow as we finish section 2. Chapter 26, if you haven't read it, is an interesting chapter. It's an interesting read. Now, I hope you read it before tomorrow's video, so that, or before you watch tomorrow's video, because it's definitely worth the time. So. A couple of things I've heard from a couple of you about this book so far. I love how emotionally invested some of you are. Nina, I know, is emotionally invested in this and the Tariq storyline and the stuff going on with Tariq. And Bianca, I know, loves Lila's story. And just a couple of you have had some really interesting thoughts on your study guides and your worksheets and things like that. So I love hearing y'all's feedback, and anytime you guys want to shoot me your thoughts on my mind, like, Coach, man, what's going on with this? What's going on with this book? Or what's going on with, Mariam here or Lila? Please feel free to do that. I love getting those texts from you guys because, number one, they crack me up. And number two, it means it matters to you. And that's what I really appreciate. Real quick, last thing, I'll close with this. And I'm going to check my time here, and I'm sure I'm going to go over, a little bit. Not too long, though. Sorry, I love talking to you, I guess. Concerns you might be having. One concern you might be having is, Coach Hall, what is going on? We don't have school for the rest of the semester. Yes, you do. We're just not going to meet in the building, okay? It's important you guys understand that. We are in school, and that's why I sent that text yesterday. Like, please stay with me. I know it's hard, and I know we won't see each other probably until next fall. Some of football players, hopefully, I see you before that. And honestly, I hope we do get to see each other, all of you, before that. But it looks like this is it for us as far as spending time together in one classroom. Anyway, we can hope and pray, and we'll see. But please stay with me on these. I hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. I feel like a few of you at least are. And so I'm going to keep doing them, and I'm going to keep teaching you, and we're going to keep having assignments, and I hope you guys keep submitting this stuff, because as far as the county is concerned, that's exactly what's going on. Another thing is, you may be wondering, Coach Hall, what's the deal with the grades? As soon as the county releases that information for us, I will start submitting grades again. I have all your stuff. It's not like I don't have it. It's not like I haven't been keeping track of it. I have it right here in my email inbox. So please continue to get those assignments in. As soon as we know something, I will let you know. We don't know yet, and we have concerns that we're trying to go to the county with about what is the county going to decide in regards to entering grades. What we were told is it's going to happen. It's just we have to kind of wait for the clear on that. And things change daily with this virus. It seems like. So keep doing what we're doing. Let's at least get to break on this stuff. We're literally a day away from going on spring break and taking a week off. So I hope you guys stick with this. And yeah, I'm yammering here a little bit, and I know I've gone for 11 and a half minutes, but I wanted to make sure that I address that stuff with you guys, because I don't want to leave you hanging on that. So you have concerns, you have questions, you have input, you have thoughts, anything you need from me, please reach out to me. Send me that remind, send me that email. Some of you have checked recently. Got a couple of reminds the other day about, Coach, are you getting my work? Yeah, as far as I can tell, everybody that I teach in Honors World Literature has been turning in the work, except for, the chosen few that never turn anything in. But that's probably 2 to 4 kids. For the most part, I'm getting a bunch of y'all's stuff every day. It seems like every time I check my email, I'm getting stuff from you guys. So it's all coming in. But if you want to check in with me, please do it. Anyway, I guess that's all for today. I miss you guys. I'm sorry it is this way. I'm sorry that you're in 10th grade going through this. And yeah, man, life is hard sometimes, but look, what we have to do is we have to continue to show strength. And sitting around crying about it and sitting in a puddle of our tears about how sad we are, it's okay to show emotion, but it's not okay to give up. And so if anything else, I hope you take that from this video. Got to pick yourselves up, got to get back to it, okay? Look, only the strong survive, okay? And I want you guys here with me for a long, long, long time, okay? At least for the next 2 years, right? Okay, that being said, let me know if you need me. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.